They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run for the first time with Hill. Got some real estate inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go!
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
Right, know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Carson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Exit, 56, 56, roll it, half, 56. Check, hey. Check,
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Garoppolo. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now it's Carson, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Here we go.
6-0 our score after 1.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Under 10, under 10, 10.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Here we go.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Let's make these babies cry. Right here, guys. Fight. Hey, box truck.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And some room to work. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
First down, San Francisco.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Check, nickel. Check.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second and goal, Garoppolo. He will find his receiver Pettis for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know.
Now the ball comes loose, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing. Mike 51, Mike 51.
There's Garoppolo to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll run on first down. Coleman slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I'm here all day. 56 is the mark. Quarterback, don't get nervous. Don't get nervous. 56.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here we go. 180. 6. Pilot, 64.
Play action. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gold is able to put it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up with Sutton. And this will move the chains again as the tackle is going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Hill. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go, here we go. 21, 21. 51.
To throw is Garoppolo. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now they're able to slide, and his rough night continues. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeah, let's get set. 54 is Mike. 54.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Second and 15. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Welcome back now to Denver. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Welcome back now to Denver. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
That's what I do. Hey, one set. Check right signal.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
56 is the mic. Come on. You better bring it. 56.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
11.
80 weapon. Slam. Mike 56.
12, fellas. Here we go.
I'm coming. No. Off. Mike 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Check 13.
Black.
56. Mike.
2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Banjo. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
Let's go.
Here we go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 15.
Hey, gun.
On first down, it's Coleman. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Oh, you got deep?
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Come on.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Niners, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.